Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is Dubb here, back again with another video. Today we are going to be talking about September 24th's PlayStation State of Play. So this one kind of snuck up on us. I think it got announced maybe a little bit less than a week ago. And really, at this point, you expect maybe a couple of good titles, some good news, some DLC from a game that you like. Really, besides that, it's a lot of indie titles with State of Play, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just kind of depends on what you're into. I mean, Silksong just came out, and that is like the biggest game anyone's talking about right now, and it's an indie title. So, you never know what you're going to get with one of these things. So let's kind of go in order here. I'm not going to do every game. I'm just going to talk about the games that I myself am interested in or are supposedly a big deal for PlayStation. First off, we have Saros from Housemarque. Now, I actually am pretty excited for this game. I loved Returnal. Sure, it took me like 2.5 years to beat or so, but ultimately, I'm really glad I got to have that experience and challenge myself like that. I've only completed Bloodborne, like Souls game, so I really haven't put myself through that much effort in a game before. So Returnal was a blast, man. The gameplay is addictive, arcadey, just absolutely hypnotizing. You really get sucked into it, and yeah, like I mentioned, that difficulty is absolutely insane, but it is so rewarding. So the gameplay they showed off looks very similar. We still have to deal with those ranged attacks, those little orbs that come flying at you, but this time we have a shield, which the effects on it look awesome. Just the way the projectiles will bounce off of it and it moves. It looks great. He also has a dash ability, very similar to Returnal. It looks like we're also going to be getting an extra life feature. So I guess at some point during the game you find the upgrade and then you're able to just have an extra life throughout the remainder of the game, which I think that's going to sure seem kind of cheap to some people, but Returnal did have those little checkpoints you could find, and maybe this game will kind of have that too. But I mean, really, with this sort of game, you're going to be dying a lot. So one save might not even save you the file, the encounter. It might just bring you closer to death a little bit later. But yes, the game looks awesome. The graphics look great. Raul Coley is the lead in this. If you're unfamiliar with him, he showed up in old Funhouse videos a lot. I know he's known for a lot more than that, but you can look him up on IMDb or whatever. I know he's worked with Mike Flanagan on a bunch of stuff. But he is a great actor from what I've seen him in, and he's just an overall funny and great guy. So Saros will be coming out March 2026, very soon. Very excited. After that, we were shown a trailer involving a huge variety of planes and aerial crafts. Some commercial, some industrial. At first I was like, there's no way, right? There's absolutely no way they'd be doing this. But then I got reminded of Forza and Gears of War. So of course Microsoft would be releasing Flight Simulator at some point on PlayStation. But here we are. A nice and welcomed surprise from Microsoft. Flight Simulator, if you're unfamiliar with it, it is a huge title, not really just for gamers, but just sort of overall flight enthusiast or flight trainee. I remember back in high school, I even had to use Flight Sim just to sort of familiarize ourselves with the way that airplanes operate and pretend like we're training to actually fly one, just because of how realistic and accurate it is. So the fact that we're getting the most recent title on PlayStation December of this year is absolutely huge to me. I think exclusives are really important for consoles, but Microsoft really hasn't been contributing a lot to that. So it's nice that they're willing to share. I really do appreciate it and hope that we keep getting more of that. After that, we got a new cinematic trailer for Battlefield 6. It looks like we're going to be getting some kind of story mode, which in my opinion, I feel like Battlefield has been kind of hit and miss with story modes. Battlefield 1 had a really cool little story operations you could do where you're going throughout history, playing as different countries. But what they showed here reminds me a bit more of a campaign we'd be getting for like a Call of Duty. And not in like a bad way, or I feel like a lot of people think that Call of Duty campaigns are pretty good for the most part. Except, what was it, that recent one that just reused multiplayer maps as like just story-based maps? I don't remember which one that was that Black Ops 6? But anyway, the trailer we got here looks awesome. It looks incredibly cinematic. The graphics look awesome. Like, DICE is really putting in their A game here. it's really cool how they focused more on the story too, instead of showing more multiplayer. I think that they really have something that they're going to be proud to show, and they want us to be ready for it. So yeah, sweet. Battlefield 6, October 10th. All right, next up, this DLC announcement is absolutely ginormous, possibly world-breaking or internet-breaking, right? No, we got DLC for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, a game that I am currently putting in way too many hours into. It's a phenomenal kart racer. I won't talk too much about it. Maybe I'll do like a little separate review here soon. But no, we are talking about the Mega Man DLC announcement. So we are getting Mega Man, we are getting a new track, we're getting Proto Man as well. I'm not incredibly familiar with Mega Man stuff. I think he's really cool. Obviously, he's a classic gaming icon, and he deserves respect and to be showing up and stuff like this. So it's awesome. He even has his own little cart. It's that little robo dog that hangs out with him in like some of the later games. I don't know. All right, don't diss me too much for not knowing a lot about this guy. We're going to be getting that Mega Man DLC early next year. So not a game, but just PlayStation, Sony product advertisement, which you're going to get at least one of those every state of play. This time they're showing off these cool new portable speakers. I guess they're just supposed to be really advanced. You know, they got built-in woofers, whatever. 3D audio support. So if you have like two of them sitting up between your monitor or your TV, they should really send that sound around you. I don't know. I mean, if you're really into the whole 3D audio thing, I think it's really cool. I haven't really been able to take advantage of it with my audio equipment, so I feel like the normal surround sound stuff works fine. But what's really cool about this device is I guess it's adaptable between different devices. So it can work between a PlayStation or a PC. You just plug in the little USB and it works with it. I guess it worked with that PlayStation Portal as well. So, I mean, pretty cool. I didn't see a price connected to it in this trailer. I would wager that they're going to be selling these maybe as a duo. So you have to get both of them at once. It's going to be at least like close to $100, $150. Another piece of product placement being the God of War 20th Anniversary Limited Edition DualSense wireless controller. The reveal for it was pretty okay. Just kind of a controller breaking out of some rocks and then playing the God of War theme in the background. To be honest with you, if you're into collecting PlayStation controllers, you know, go for it. I'm sure it'll look cool next to all the other ones you got, but it's literally just a full white controller with the Kratos red eye mark on it. Really not a whole lot of character to this one. I know they released one for Ragnarok when that released as well, and I think it was maybe a little bit more detailed than this. Cool, if you're into that, you know, it's probably going to be like $90 or whatever. However, last and certainly not least, we got, finally, after years and years, what has it been, 5 years? We have a new trailer for Marvel's Wolverine by Insomniac. Oh my freaking goodness, dude. Like, the way that they just dropped this in there, like, hey, yeah, one more thing, and then they open up with the Logan face reveal as he's ripping through it, dude. It shows Insomniac Games. And it's just like them putting it on a platter and showing it out to you after you've been at the restaurant for 2.5 hours waiting for your meal and you have nowhere else to go. You know, like it's crazy. And it's like, wow, this is really good. I can't believe I've had to wait. And also I'm going to have to wait another year for Dessert, you know, which is the actual game coming out, because I think it got announced for fall of 2026. So it's going to be another year until we're playing that and GTA 6. But yeah, no, I mean, it looks awesome. I think Insomniac Games has a lot of potential. We've seen their A game when it comes to the first Spider-Man game and Miles Morales to an extent. Obviously, Ratchet and Clank games are amazing. I mean, I feel like Spider-Man 2 was a step in the right direction in a lot of ways, but in other ways, also a step back. Wolverine has been in development for quite a bit now. I feel like they really want to honor his character as well as the other X-Men that are going to be showing up in this title. And from what they've shown us in this trailer, it looks great. The gameplay looks awesome, visceral. They are not afraid to show that blood, dismembering people. We got Mystique showing up. We got Omega Red, another handful of characters I'm sure that I'm missing. You know, we got some Sentinels. So if you're really big into X-Men, it seems like they're going to be respecting the source material. Wolverine's suit looks pretty good. I mean, it's got the MCU like Insomniac lines going on it, whatever. It still looks great to me. You know, they got the white eyes too. Really sick. Really excited for that. I mean, that's probably PlayStation's biggest known title that is currently in development. I'm having trouble thinking of anything else. So, yeah, no, that was the state of play for September 24th, 2025. Everybody, let me know if you enjoyed the show. If you watched the live stream, you know, let me know what you thought. I know a lot of people were commenting Bloodborne and GTA 6, and is this fucking like Among Us? I don't know. But thanks for hanging around. Feel free to let me know what you thought in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.